Some of y'all are about to be mad, but it has to be said.
There's no going back. Squad ain't with me.
Hello to everybody and their moms. It's your girl Kristen here, and today I'm back with another video. Today, if you read the title of this video, we are going to be talking about my unpopular opinions. We've never done anything like that on my channel before, but I've got time today. Before we start, I want to say, if you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Definitely go ahead and click down below and hit the subscribe button. Join our little family here. You're not going to want to miss a single upload. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So starting off at the top of my list, these are not in any particular order, but that doesn't matter. At the top of my list, I think barbecue chips are gross, and especially kettle chips. When have you ever taken a bite of a barbecue chip and thought, wow, this right here tastes like a really nice fresh rib, or this tastes like brisket, this tastes like sausage? You've never once said that in your life. Like, I would put money on that. You never have once thought that, ever. So why are they called barbecue chips? They don't taste like barbecue. It's straight up the equivalent to like grape flavoring of any single food. Have you ever gotten a grape popsicle, took a little nibble crunch, and you said, this tastes like grape? It sure don't. It sure does not, okay? Never has, never will. So it's just like, they're trying to get you. They're like, oh, look, it's purple, it's grape. Oh, look, it says barbecue chips, it tastes like barbecue. No, it does not. And if you eat more than one chip, you're gonna get a headache. Like, it's not a good chip. The next unpopular opinion of mine is Cardi B is overhyped. Some of y'all are gonna be mad, but I don't care. It has to be said. How in the world are you going to be a rapper and you openly admit that you don't write your own raps? Someone explain that to me. Because it doesn't make sense in the slightest. You openly admit that you have somebody else writing your raps, but then you want to go and say,
I'm the queen of rap. Nobody was doing it like me.
what? What are you talking about, love? That is, something's not right up here, because that makes no sense. Do you know what you have to be the queen of something? You have to have influence. You have to have people wanting to be like you. I've never heard a single rapper in the game in our generation straight up say, Cardi B was my inspiration. Who said that? Who said that? Literally nobody. Cardi B did not change the game in any shape or form. What did she change? The game was already made before she even hopped in it. What are you talking about? Also, if Kodak Black had not released his song, do you really think Bodak Yellow would have been existed? It wouldn't have existed, is the point, okay? And without Bodak Yellow, where would Cardi B be? She'd be nowhere. She relied on that song. Next on my list, pie is gross. Pie is gross. Like, y'all cannot convince me otherwise. I think it's definitely a consistency thing for me, but something about that feeling does not sit right with my stomach. Like, you telling me I cut into that pie and there's like fruit pouring out? Absolutely not. I did not sign up for that. Now, I will say, pie has some really good crust, okay? The crust on pie is bomb, but the filling, no. So as a whole, will I eat pie? No, I'm sorry. You can even tell me, you haven't tried my grandmother's pie? Listen, you can tell Granny she doesn't need to save me a slice, because I won't be eating it. Like, it's not good. If she has cake, I'll eat cake. All right, this next one, Jaden Smith is actually a really good rapper and an overall bomb artist. People really give him like crap because they're like, oh, well, he's Will Smith's kid. Who cares? Like, who cares? Jaden Smith has hard raps. He has hard flows. His music is bomb. He has different songs that make you feel different things, and they don't all sound the same. A lot of y'all's favorite rappers, I'm not gonna call them out, but a lot of y'all's favorite rappers out there be having the same beats, the same flow, all of it, and be getting all the hype. It's like, when are y'all gonna do something else? Imagine how tired we are. Like, we want something else. And also, Jaden Smith had no reason to even be a rapper. Like, he could have just sat there and like rode on his father's coattails. I mean, Will Smith is his father. He could have straight up just relied on his dad for the rest of his days. But instead, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna become a rapper. That is pretty major, okay? That is pretty major. Y'all have to recognize that. Okay, the next one, I always pay for myself when I go on a first date. So a lot of people may not, you know, necessarily agree with this, but like for me, I don't ever want to feel like I owe somebody anything, like ever. So if you want to take me on a date, like that's cool, but like it needs to be a selfless act. Like don't feel like I have to owe you something at the end of the night, because I don't, and I will always make sure I have enough money to pay for my date to make sure that that exact situation does not happen. But also, if I ever get asked out on a date and the person that's taking me out like straight up wants to pay and they don't have like this preconceived notion that they're expecting something from me, I'm obviously going to say yes. And I don't mind people paying for me. It's just that I like to make sure that all my bases are covered. Okay, this one right here, this one right here, this one's a little crazy, but I mean what I'm about to say. Snapchat is trash. Do you remember when Snapchat first happened? When Snapchat was first a thing, the whole hype was the dog filter. There was like a rainbow filter, a dog filter, and there was like a crown. Like people were loving it, people were eating it up because of these filters. Now other apps have these filters. Also, a lot of y'all are really obsessed with streaks. Streaks are like actually the worst. Streaks are so stupid. That's why I will never do streaks. If you send me a post with an S or good morning streaks, blocked. You are being blocked. I can't stand the idea of streaks. It's like y'all are not getting paid and now y'all have these really bad phone addictions. Like straight up, a lot of you are like celebrating like, oh my God, 1,000-day streak. 1,000 days? Baby girl, that's like 3 years. That's almost 3 years. And also, if we're being real honest here, the only reason why a lot of us still have Snapchat, myself included, is solely for memory's sake. Memories is the only thing keeping this app still alive. If we got rid of memories, this app would have been deleted like years ago. Okay, y'all, this one right here needed to be said. Chipotle is disgusting. Chipotle needs to be out of business. I will never forget, like straight up a year ago, almost like a year ago, like today, I had ordered Chipotle. It came in and I was in college, it was delivered to me, and I ate it, and straight up, I could not eat for 3 days, eat or drink. Every single time I would eat or drink anything, I would straight up puke. Then you find out that Chipotle had like a whole E. coli scandal as well. That kind of got swept under the rug. And if you think, all right, you know what, that's okay, like I can forgive them, maybe it was not my location. You know what? Chipotle is never consistent, and that's something that you cannot even argue about. You can go to one location and they're gonna give you a big scoop of rice, a big scoop of beans, a big scoop of chicken, but you go to a different location, they only wanna give you half a spoonful, and you're like, put some more, put some more please. And then they wanna charge you double. How does that make sense? Also, their chips can be stale at one location and be fresh at another. Their guacamole is inconsistent. The seasoning sometimes is inconsistent. What about Chipotle is consistent? Straight up nothing. All right, next on this list, Hulu is better than Netflix. Okay, Hulu, if they did not have ads, I'm sure a lot more of you would agree with me. But for what I watch, Hulu just has everything I need. Netflix used to be that girl, especially with like, she was the first to do Netflix originals and like really changed up the game. I, for one, am obsessed with Stranger Things. Like that is probably like, that's probably one of the main reasons why I still have Netflix at this point. But like, besides that, Netflix starts so many different series and then like we are left empty-handed in the end. Like if they don't wrap up like the entire storyline by the end of like the first season, we are probably not going to be promised a second season, and then we never know what happens. Or they could be in the middle of their second season and it just does not get renewed, and well, we just never know what happens to that certain character. And it's just like extremely frustrating because we don't ever get any sort of closure. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? Now I have to go start another show? And then you watch that show and then they don't have a proper ending? It's just a little tragic at this point. Some of y'all are about to be mad, but it has to be said. YouTube couples are so cringy. Like they are so cringy. If y'all idolize YouTube couples, you need to reevaluate, because straight up, how does it make sense that these YouTube couples could be having an argument and they're like, wait a second, let me go get the camera, and they go prop up the camera and they argue in front of it. That makes no sense. That's cringy. And a lot of them are like idolized. For example, the Ace family, for like, they've had countless scandals and people just sweep it under the rug. And if you and your boo watching this, if you were thinking we could be a YouTube couple, put the camera up, There's too many already. We need to end those first. Just hang it up. Close the camera. Just close it. Just do it. Don't argue with me. All right, y'all. FaceTime is intimate, and therefore I don't like it. I don't like FaceTime. Straight up. If you have not talked to me in like 3 weeks and randomly you're calling me, no. How does that make sense? Why are you calling me? Then let's say I'm nice and I answer the phone. So you're playing a video game or you're eating a snack? What did you need to FaceTime me for? Doesn't make any sense. Like, you are all up in my face. We are in each other's faces. Like, that is intimate. And what is the reason? You can send me a text. Like, let me know you're eating Funyuns. Why do I have to see you doing that? Why do I have to hear you munch and crunch in my face? That doesn't make any sense. It's not me being camera shy, because obviously I have a YouTube channel. That's not what it is. It's just like straight up, what is the reason? Next on my list of unpopular opinions, I think driving a stick shift is easy. My parents have this rule in our house. All of my sisters know how to drive a stick shift. It's just a rule that they have, and it's the best thing they ever did. Now, if I'm in a dangerous situation, I can hop into whatever vehicle and I know how to drive it. I feel like once you master stopping and starting in a stick shift, and once you get used to like driving with 2 feet, it's really easy. It's straight up super easy. It's not hard at all. All right, the last one on this list. I hope y'all are listening. Maybe it's time to turn up the volume. Take this one to heart. Everyone should go to therapy. Everyone needs to go to therapy. There really is no downside to going. Your friends are not your therapists. Like, you should go get a real therapist. And there is no downside to going to therapy. Straight up, like, going to therapy, these people don't know you, so they have no preconceived notions of you at all. Also, going to therapy, it's all about you. It's all about you. You can talk about whatever you want. You can like let down your guard and everything. And I'm not ashamed to say that I go to therapy. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's fantastic. I think everyone should go. And genuinely, like, tell me, what's the downside? Well, this concludes my unpopular opinions video. Please, before you go, comment below the opinion that you agree with the most or the one that you find most controversial. Let's have a debate. I'm serious. Find one and give me your counter argument, or give me your argument that supports my claim. I want to hear all about it. Also, if you're still here and you missed it in the beginning and you enjoy this video, a couple things you can do for me. Number one, give this video a thumbs up. Lets me know that you want to see more videos like this, and also subscribe. Definitely subscribe to my channel. And the reason why you're going to want to do this, I actually have something super new coming to my channel, maybe in a couple weeks, maybe less than a couple weeks. I don't know, I'll keep y'all posted. But I'm having a new series started on my channel called Exposed, and it's gonna be everything and more. Also, a lot of stuff that I'll be doing on my channel is really going to heavily involve you guys, especially with my next couple of videos. So to make sure that you don't miss anything, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is itschristv. It's the same username as my YouTube channel. I do that on purpose so you guys can't miss it. And definitely go ahead and follow me, or at the very least, go say hi. Like, I would like to see you there. It's a good time. Just trust me on that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.